Joining me now is Wisconsin Democratic Congresswoman Gwen Moore. Congresswoman, it's great to have you here. And earlier this hour, earlier this year, excuse me, you had spoken of your life example of being a rape victim, and you did that on the House floor. When you hear remarks like this coming from an elder statesman, a man who most likely will never be sexually assaulted in his life and certainly never impregnated in his life, what is your reaction to these new comments in Politico?
Thomas, I have the same experience that many women and many rape victims and rape survivors have, that there's a visceral reaction. I can tell you, after his comments, I had to take a lot of deep breaths to collect myself. A lot of people have sleep problems. Rape survivors, men and women, find that they have a higher degree of alcohol and drug abuse, thoughts of suicide. Rape is very serious, but up to a quarter of all women will experience rape at some point in their lives. Most rape victims are women, so I think men really don't realize all of these comments really minimize the impact of rape on women. To say, like Paul Ryan says, rape is just another form of conception, the zygote, the egg and sperm meeting, that's more important than women's lives and women's health. These comments really circle back to a belief that somehow women want to just use the excuse of rape as some giant loophole so that they can obtain abortions upon demand, and it minimizes the tragedy that rape is in women's lives, and the tragedy that it would be to force women into motherhood based on these men's and the government's belief system that women ought to give birth, even in the cases of rape and incest, whether it's a legitimate rape or illegitimate rape or statutory rape.
The president, though, was very firm last night in his remarks as on a lighthearted show like The Tonight Show, made very crucial comments about rape is rape, no matter what. And now we have...
Thomas, you can't tell by listening to these people. If Mitt Romney said he would repeal Roe v. Wade if he had an opportunity. These senators are just members of Congress that form a large group of people in the House of Representatives and others who have tried to change the definition of rape, who have said that they want to turn back the clock on women's ability to receive an abortion should they find themselves in this circumstance. I think women in America ought to be very, very concerned and very afraid if these men take over the Senate and the White House about reproductive freedom. And with respect to all of the commentary that women care more about economic issues, I can't think of anything that has a bigger impact on women's economic prospects than whether or not they become a parent. And it's an economic decision. And so not to mention the fact that this is a huge, huge problem for the mental health and physical health of a woman to be subjected to this kind of policy. And they're not misspeaking, Thomas. This is what they believe.
Congresswoman Gwen Moore, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it.